Well, just when we all thought the penny had dropped for the vast majority of Australians about self-isolation, social distancing and not travelling away from home for Easter, who thinks they're above the law then? A New South Wales politician, Arts Minister and party powerbroker Don Harwin has been caught out by the Daily Telegraph at his investment property in beautiful Pearl Beach, north of Sydney.
So when did you last get here?
About 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. So you've been living here the whole time?
That's exactly right, except for once when I had to go to Sydney for a medical consultation.
Now, I don't intend to spend too long on this arrogant clown, except to say Harwin tells porkies not only did he fail to reveal that it wasn't just a doctor's appointment he went back for, he attended Parliament on March the 24th. It must be the sea air at Pearl Beach that affected his memory. But he also has been residing there with another person who he's not related to, political aspirant Jeffrey Winters. What isolation? Who, me? That doesn't include me. I'm the Arts Minister of New South Wales. Winters, by the way, came back from overseas on March 17. Was he self-isolating with Harwin, who was leaving that premises and in and out of Parliament and other places, including shopping? Gee, thank you very much for that. So millions of Australians have to forego their Easter break, their swim maybe for the last time in the season, those magical places and people we catch up with regularly, but not Don Harwin. And the New South Wales Premier claims she was very disappointed with the man who runs the Liberal Party faction that actually appointed her as Premier. Very disappointed.
I was advised a few days ago that he'd decided to make that his principal place to live some 3 weeks ago, and he's been there for 3 weeks.
Very disappointed, she said, about 4 or 5 times. Very disappointed, but won't be taking action. And this is where it's not just about the Don. Why, when he told the Premier where he was staying a couple of days ago, as she admitted, which was when we all knew that trips up the coast were a no-no, why didn't the Premier then tell him to come back?
So you've been sitting on this for a couple of days and you haven't taken action. You're only taking action now that it's been made public. Why didn't you force him to come back 2 days ago, immediately?
Well, based on what he told me, strictly he hadn't breached the rules because they were prior to the restrictions. But as I say today, that is no excuse, because at the end of the day, it's not just about sticking to the rules, but it's about the perception that projects to the rest of the community. And I appreciate how people feel today. I'm disappointed.
Oh, that is a very weak response. We were told last week to stay at home. Let's decode that as meaning the Premier wasn't as upset about what Harwin did 2 days ago because it wasn't splashed on the front page of the newspaper. You see, only when things get itchy in New South Wales do politicians feel the need to scratch things. And so the Premier called him back. Harwin is residing in his principal place of residence at Elizabeth Bay, doing what we've all been told to do, finally. Now, it's not a biggie in the scheme of things at the moment, but it symbolises what the New South Wales government has become infamous for, sheer arrogance. He won't be sacked, but he should lose his place in Cabinet at the very least. It's just another case of do as we say, not as we do.